In this video, we will see how we can project the content using ng content directive. So with the help of ng content, we can create the dynamic content in our component. And ng content directive allow component design where certain internal things and detail are encapsulated and some of the content are static. So here we have, this is content 1 where it is written in underline, it is separate dynamic content, and this bold content is separate content, and this is italic content, that is content 3. And in the same component we have this text box as a dynamic content, and in content 3 we have the table, that is the dynamic content, and we have this file input content, that is dynamic. Now let us see with the help of simple example where we can achieve using ng content. Let me create a new component, that is the main component, and let us try to open and do something that help us achieving the dynamic content projection. So we have the div tag, and here inside we have h1, that is nothing but the heading that is available in our component. And suppose that we just want a simple string that need to be dynamic in our template. So in that case we don't need to use ng content, we will simply use the input decorator, and we will display the property value over here in double curly braces. Let me define that input property. So we have defined the name input1, that is of type string. So this is very easy if we want to just serve the dynamic content as a simple string. We are not going to deal with the HTML tag, the HTML elements, etc. Let me just check the width. It should be 30%. So here the dynamic content is hello. So this is the simple string, and if you want to provide dynamic string of any type, then we just have to update the string that we are passing. So this is not beneficial if we want anything that is dynamic HTML content, so that is not going to fulfill with the help of this input decorator. So to serve that purpose we need to have the ng content directive. Before we start with ng content by projecting the HTML elements, let us just simply define the ng content and inject the simple string in it. Suppose that this is going to be our dynamic content 2, and the content will be projected inside this ng content section. So whatever we are passing in between this app main tag, so this is going to projected inside the ng content directive that is available. So what if we have more than one ng content directive? Suppose that this is dynamic content 3 and this is dynamic content 4. So in that case, it is going to project the content in the last available ng content section. So Angular provides the selector attribute for ng content that help us to project in the particular section. It can be a class name, it can be a ID, or it can be a attribute. So we are trying to use the class. So we are providing .c2, .c3 and .c4, and this selector will be used to the outside component where we are injecting the element. So here let me provide suppose that this is our underline text and we are projecting on C2. So this C2 class element is going to be available in that C2 selector. Suppose that this is bold element, this is italic element, and this is going to select C3 and this is going to select C4, and this is content 2 and this is content 3 and this is content 4. Now let us see. So you can see that particular HTML element, that is dynamic element, is going on and fixed on that particular selected content. So now you can see these are the content that are just projected and fixed to the element. Let me just decorate with HR tag. So this is how we can project the HTML content on the selected content area section. Now if we want to define one more component, we have just projected, and again this is the simple string input, and this is for C2, and for C2 we have input type text, and for C3 we have a table of content that is going to project on the C3 part, and for input type file is going to project on C4. In the same way, like in above, we have C2, C3, C4. These three elements, we have C2, C3, C4 for these three HTML elements. So you can define any kind of HTML template and project it in your component. So you can see now your dynamic content in your component is having the dynamic content 2 as a text box and table, and in content 4 we have input type file. So this is how we can project the simple string using input decorator, and with the help of ng content we can project the whatever element we want, and we have also seen how we can project the multiple contents dynamically. So we have defined three sections, C2, C3, C4, and we have projected the same over here. So thank you so much.